Hi, Joe. First, I just want to talk about turnovers today, 15 in the first half. Can you just talk about the Mexico defense and just how hard it was to kind of get past them tonight?
Well, I mean, they're a very good team. I think they're the number one defensive team in our league in several categories. So, we know that. Uh, Again, I just stressed to the guys afterwards that, offensively, it's been a struggle for us all year pretty much. Whether that's taking care of the ball early on. I think we've done better recently until today, since the first few games. Uh, I know we've improved in that area. Then like I said to the guys, it seems now our issues are, our comfort level as we've been better at breaking the press and getting the ball into the half-court offense now. We just, our comfort level is not high, and all I've been doing is, it's been a major struggle, for me, as, obviously, and the team in terms of finding the things that are going to help us be comfortable on the offensive end in the half court after we've broken a press, after we've had to get it up the court. It's obvious that the strategy of every team in this league is press them. We don't turn it over against the press, but now that does something to us as we get into the half court, and we just have not been able to find anything. We make changes, and again with a young team, change obviously can be uncomfortable. I get that, but it's like I said to him, it's all being done just to try to find a thing that's going to make us comfortable, because when you're comfortable in the half court, then you're calm in the half court. And like I said to the guys, comfortable and calm leads to a third C word, and that's called, and Cam Sanders said immediately, confidence. And it's in that order. It's in that order. You're just not confident, and that's what's going on. I wanted the guys to know that's what's going on with our team right now. That's all that's going on, and there's been okay, Wes and Caleb, it's just low post, get it into that. No, we found that, no, and it's just that. They take away things where you can't do that, and it leads us to being uncomfortable in that possession. Then for this game, I'm going to tell you, it was like, you know what, we're going to go away from Wes and Kayla, and we're going to get back to cutting and moving and doing all that stuff. And we did well in practice. We did well, and I could tell it's a good thing for our guys. But then you come play New Mexico, and obviously everybody's saying just deny everything, and we're cutting. But they're doing things defensively that, even in there, made us uncomfortable. And the answer isn't to have Wes out there dribbling and doing that all the time, but he's got to do it sometimes, So I think that's really what it is, give the credit, and then the third part of this is, and we're asking and trying to find this comfort level on offense. What are those things going to be to make our young team be comfortable and calm? And we're asking them, we're trying to find that, and it's a struggle because we're playing really good teams. Last two teams are really good teams. So that's part of this struggle, but I wanted to make sure our guys understand, right? That's all we're working on. Did we find a little something like that in the second half, like a combo of the two things I'm talking about? I think so. But I wanted them to understand the thought process and understand what's happening to us. That's what's happening to us. We're uncomfortable in the half-court offense, and we're playing good teams that we're uncomfortable, and we got to solve that because it's affecting our defense as the game goes on. Our defense sort of wears out because of that. So that's where we're at. Give New Mexico credit. It's a struggle. I'm struggling to find, the things that are going to make us comfortable. But each one of these struggles is providing more information, and our players have to understand that, so they're thinking about it and seeing it through the same lens as I am, so they don't think about it some other lens where they don't feel good about like, okay, I'll take all that stuff. You guys have to know exactly what's going on so you can really focus on what we're doing, because we'll make progress. We're going to find that thing. It's going to be a struggle, it's going to be a battle. But those struggles and the battles are going to help us find the thing that's going to make us be comfortable in the half court. And that's what we got to do, because that's going to go a long way, right, towards us playing better And that's because that's what we got to do. We got to find a way to make us play better, help us play better on offense, whether that's collectively first, because then once we're collectively comfortable playing on offense, you'll start to see some individuals start to play better, on offense.
And what are some examples of those changes that you guys are trying to make to, I guess, kind of find that thing that's going to.
Well, tonight, and like I said, going into this game was, based upon all the last couple of games we've had where we're trying to use Caleb and West just in the low post. Teams are doing certain things where we can't do it because we can't enter the basketball to be able to play with them. And so came up with some things where, we're going to start, get them out on the perimeter to make them do some things and make us cut more and move more, which is good for us. And I think you saw us cut more and move more today. But, we got to get comfortable with that, and it just can't be all that. So, again, I think it's got to be a combo of Wes and Caleb playing down low and Wes and Caleb playing up here, and our cutting and movement gets better, right? Our low post stuff comes along, and it's a combination of those things. And it's just been a battle because that's what the games show you. It's what the games show you, and it's what good competition shows you. And I just want the guys understand, that's what we're searching for, and we'll find it. And it's going to be an intersection of those two, concepts. Because in practice the last 2 days, I could tell the guys enjoyed, cutting more, moving more, playing with those guys out on the perimeter. And I said to them, and this is a way for you to get better individually. But it's got to be a combination of those two things. And we'll see going forward if we can find that. But I know that's what the search is. The search is just to find the things that can help these guys be comfortable on offense.
And you've talked before about consistency and how that helps in their confidence. Are you seeing consistency in any areas?
Well, I'll take the blame for the lack of consistency because I'm the one that's been, changing things. That's what I was saying to them. Okay, I'll take the blame because I'm the one that's making some changes to try to help against the things that we're struggling with game to game. And after 5 games, what's been shown is it's not just one thing. It's not just this one thing either. It's got to be a combination of the things. And as I say that, it then has to be a combination of those things that we can actually understand, and do. And I think, okay, we've tried this, we've tried that, we tried that. We've got to find that intersection of those 3 things. And that's going to be the thing when we do find that intersection of those 3 concepts, say, that's going to lead to consistency because our guys will be comfortable, right? They'll be comfortable. Your comfort level leads to a calmness. Those 2 things lead to the confidence, and we don't have that offensively right now. Now, struggle on the coach for trying these changes to find it. 2, the other team's good. The other team has a part in this process, too, of making this be the challenge it is because New Mexico's good, and they present a challenge. Utah State is good. They present a challenge. We're starting to see, though, and that's what I'm talking to our guys about. Guys, you're starting to see a common theme, right? You know what is going to happen almost every game, right? And now you got to know, okay, this is why we're trying to find this so these guys so we can be better. And that's what we got to do. And, I'm pretty sure we're going to go to San Jose State, and it doesn't matter. That's how they're going to play us. And that's what their goal is going to be, to create and have us be uncomfortable on offense. And we got to keep working to find the things to make us be comfortable.
Hi, Eli. So you all had, I think, 15 turnovers in the first half. Can you just talk about what made it hard to get past the New Mexico defense in the first half and in the game?
Yeah, they play really aggressive and they blow up a lot of our actions, and we didn't really know what to do. So, yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and New Mexico also beat Colorado State earlier this week. What did you see from that film, and what were some of those notes into this game?
We didn't really watch much of that specific game, but we knew they were gonna play really aggressive, pick us up full, deny the ball, and make it hard to run our offense. So that's what we expected.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of what did you guys talk about in the locker room at halftime, and what were some of those areas of improvement that you wanted to see in the second half?
On the defensive end, they were kind of like gaming our wings on the side. So we tried to work on that. We played a little 3-2 in the second half to give a different look, and we made a couple adjustments on offense so that they couldn't just blow up everything, and I think it helped.
It's just, and I also want to ask about their freshman, Jake Hall. He obviously had a really good game today. What was it like that out there on the course, kind of trying to contain him and just playing him out there?
Yeah, he's a good player. He has a really good game, like a good pump fake, and so he's hard to contain. Good shooter.
And how are you guys? I mean, coming off of back-to-back kind of blowout losses, how are you guys kind of rallying together to kind of move forward into the next game?
Yeah, we just talked about we just want to get more confident on offense, so we're gonna just get back to work tomorrow and work on our offense and worry about the game on Tuesday against San Jose.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of your teammates have been getting some playing time, some new players too. What have you been seeing from them, and how they've been responding to getting some playing time?
Yeah, they've been doing really good. They pay their dues every day. They work hard in practice every day. So it's really I get really happy when they go out there and they play good, like E.T. and Brennan and Sam and all them, Josh. It's really exciting to see them going.
Yeah, and there was a pretty good away crowd today. Did that kind of help bring some energy to the court tonight?
Yeah, I mean they were chanting it's the pit north, so I mean it was loud. I like playing in a gym with energy, so yeah, it makes it fun. But wish we could have played better.
Hi, Kolby. So you've been getting a lot more experience over the course of the season. What are some areas that you've seen improvement for yourself, and yeah, what are you just gaining from this experience?
I feel like I've gotten more comfortable out there as the season's gone on, and as the level of competition continues to rise, I'm just trying my best to continue to play solid and help the team and sort of help keep the younger guys like in the game through leading, whether that be through my play, talking, whatever I can do to sort of keep our team together.
And what was kind of the most challenging part about this New Mexico team today?
They had a really good offense in transition. They were very confident in what they were doing against our zone. They gave us a really hard look. They weren't missing shots. They converted when they got their opportunity, so it's a tough team to play.
Yeah, do you think playing another high-level team in Utah State before this, do you think that kind of helped you guys at all today?
Sort of. I mean, it's just like you said, these are good teams we're playing here in the Mountain West. Each team, they have strong identities. They're going to give us good looks. So, we expect that every game, and we go out there and we try our best. But like I said, these teams are really good. So Utah State, it helped us in sort of like knowing what to expect and sort of like knowing what we need to do to stay in the game. I feel like we came out to a better start today, but like I said, New Mexico's a good team, so they got away from us.
Yeah, and kind of like I asked Eli, what was it like that out there facing Jake Hall today, and yeah, what was his impact in the game?
I mean, he was a solid player, hard to believe that he was a freshman out there. It seemed like he had a lot of good experience this season. The games he's played, he was hitting his shots, solid, patient, so that's always hard to guard when a player's like that.
Yeah, and turnovers is obviously a factor in today's game. Obviously, you guys probably want to work on that. What are some other areas of improvement that you want to see in the next game?
Like Eli was saying, just being more comfortable and confident on offense. We're sort of taking ourselves out of games when we don't know what we're doing, or we sort of let the other team take us out of what we're trying to do. So we're just gonna, like Eli said, get back to work tomorrow and just hope that for Tuesday we feel more confident going into the game. But main thing is, I feel like everyone on the team, we're still rallying together. Doesn't feel like anyone's given up. It's a hard period right now, but I think that we're going to continue to get better as the season goes forward.
Yeah, and what are you you and the other captains kind of telling the other players, maybe some of the freshmen who maybe kind of down after this game?
Like I've said, it's just New Mexico is a good team. It's a historically good program. Same with Utah State. Can't let them get too down on themselves. Remind them to stay confident. This is a team thing. It's not one individual. I mean, it's all of us that impacts whether we win or lose. So, just telling them that just to stick with it. We'll get there eventually. We're getting closer and closer. It might not look like it on the scoreboard, but I think that we are starting to find a bit of our own identity out there that is letting us compete with these high-level programs. So, just keeping them in it.
Yeah, and you mentioned kind of starting to find your all's identity. What do you think that identity could be?
We've shown flashes of how we can be really solid on the defensive end, and then we get open shots, just got to hit shots, and I think that will come just with confidence and everything. People feel more comfortable out there. We play a lot of young guys, so it's their first time playing such high-level competition. A lot of experienced teams in the Mountain West, so I think that as they keep getting this good experience, those shots will fall, and we'll continue to get better on the defensive end and develop that to be our identity.
Yeah, like me and Eli talked about, a lot more players are getting experience on the team and stuff. And how are you getting them prepared for that? And how do you think that they're responding to getting more playing time?
Yeah, I mean, like y'all said, they pay their dues in practice. They go hard and they help us the best they can prepare for these teams, whether it be scout or doing what we do. We compete every day in practice, and those guys compete. So it's good to see them get out there and get playing time. I'm always happy to see my teammates succeed, so I'm happy to see them get that experience and sort of give them a taste of what to expect in future years as they continue to develop.
Yeah, and you guys had some shooting woes today. Is that something that you've seen in practice as well, or is there kind of disconnect there?
With the shooting, I think, like I was trying to say, it's a really good team on defense. They're doing a really good job of taking us out of our offense. So a lot of shots we were taking sort of weren't the best, like in-rhythm shots. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So as we continue to get more confident and not let teams rattle us, I think that we'll be able to find a better rhythm. I don't think it has to do really anything with anyone's ability to make the shot. It's more just the situations that we find ourselves in based on how these other teams are playing us.